Got Pat Murphy on the line to talk Ohio State football with us each and every week. We appreciate Pat's insight. And you got a chance to talk to the defensive linemen this past week and some possible replacements for some of the better players inside in the interior in college football last year.
Yeah, specifically on the inside, Ohio State lost Tommy Togiai, who was, a kind of a revelation last year, stepping in as a starter, replaced Devon Hamilton at nose tackle, and was so good that he was able to declare for the NFL draft early and, played really well for the Buckeyes. He didn't play in the national championship game due to COVID reasons. You could tell that the Buckeyes missed him. So somebody you want to replace. And they've got a number of guys. Antoine Jackson, this is, I think, his third year in the program, but his sixth year in college football. Overall, he went to Auburn first and then transferred back to Ohio State. Jerron Cage, who started that national championship game. But the guy I'm most excited about, and especially because of what was kind of said about him last week, is Teron Vincent, who is a 5-star, second best defensive tackle, I believe, in the country coming out of high school. And everyone thought he was going to be, the next big time interior defensive lineman. There were comparisons with a guy like Aaron Donald in terms of his athletic ability and what he could do, and he has not lived up to that. A shoulder injury, had to have surgery, other injuries that have lingered. Went into last season not 100%, couldn't really go for most of the year. And then once he did start to play, they'd already established Togiai and the other guys in there. So I think that this could be, if he can stay healthy, which by all accounts he is. Ryan Day said Teron Vincent may be the most improved player on the defense right now, just because he's able to finally do everything that he's capable of doing, and he's not battling any sort of injuries. That could be a guy who, by mid-season you're talking about as, a very, kind of surprising. I mean, if you followed recruitment, his name, but if you're just a normal Buckeye fan who doesn't pay too much attention to that, you're probably not aware of him. So that's a name to keep in mind. And obviously that's an important position. You need that next to Haskell Garrett. And I think there'll be some rotation, as Larry Johnson likes to do with all of his defensive lineman positions. But if Teron Vincent can be that 5-star guy that he was coming out of high school, went to IMG Academy, that would be huge for Ohio State.
Possibly the 2020 version of Justin Hilliard, who was highly recruited coming into the system, and took him quite a few years, injuries and so forth, and playing behind guys, and then emerged considerably as a big-time talent last season.